Welcome to our Root to Stem series, where we're using all the parts that normally we might put in the compost bin or feed to the chickens, but we're using everything from the fruit and vegetable family. So today we're using the watermelon rind, some banana skins and some carrot tops. We're going to make a pickle. We are going to use some cabbage, so that's going to be the base. So we're going to make it exactly like we would make a sauerkraut. So use a quarter of a cabbage. It can be red or it can be the green cabbage, whatever you have. As you slice, just slice the quarter of a cabbage, not too thin and not too thick. Just make it nice and easy for the invisible organisms. Too thin and it'll be way too sour and it'll ferment way too fast. Too thick and they'll only ferment it in certain parts. So we want to have it, everything we do for health and for taste. So here we go. So just salt it as you go, just lightly salt. So that you've got a nice even distribution, and you'll find that it will draw its own moisture. So I like to massage it. You can actually make this after you've made a sauerkraut, and you can leave like a little handful of it. So I've had this sitting here while I've been preparing everything, and you can see that it's even drawn out so much moisture. Look at it, isn't that pretty, that purple liquid? So now we're going to add our watermelon rind. So it's sliced nice little slices, because I love to use this on a cheese platter, so I like to have little bits that you can pick up. It's also beautiful as a pickly little snack that you can just have like as a little snack when you want something to snack on and top it onto a cracker or a nice little piece of sprouted bread. A little bit of nut cheese is really lovely. So once again, same deal, just slice. Get you a little bit of salt. In this case I've used the fine Himalayan pink salt, and it also has some kelp in there. That's why it's got all those little black bits, which is my fermenting, mainly my lacto ferment. That's what I use. So it also has a little bit of sumac in there, and it gives that that's a nice little spice, and sumac is wonderful for your digestion. Of course, when we ferment it, everything's wonderful for your digestion. So there we go. We're going to add the rind. And it's also got some banana skin in there. Now, it's not the green bananas. It actually is ripe bananas that we have had. So there we go. They go in there. And we just mix that all through. You can put in, if you had some coriander, some nice little bit of coriander, or some dill would be nice. I'm just using the carrot tops. So this is the actual top of the carrot. So that's what's going in there. And a little bay leaf. That's a bay leaf from my garden. You could use a dry one, but they're nice little fresh ones. I'll put a couple of those because they're only tiny. Now, you could put a little bit of spice in there. You could put chili if you wanted to make it like into a pickle. This is a pickle, but I find that I don't need it, the chili. I like it just as it is. I do like to add a little bit of black mustard seed. So I'm just going to put a little bit of black mustard seed in there. And there it is. That's it. That's your pickle. That's as much as that you need to do. Then we're just going to put that all into a jar, get an oxygen-free jar. I love Fido, the Italian glass jars are my favourites because I know they work and they keep forever. The only thing is you may have to replace these. If you find they are getting a little bit loose there, double seal it, put 2 of them on there, and that'll give you, because we must keep all that air out. It's got to be oxygen-free. That's what it is for a lacto ferment. You can't, and you don't burp them. No burping of these babies, because if you're going to be opening up and burp them, you'll get bubbles, but these are designed that they'll let the carbon dioxide will come up and it'll release itself when it's sealed. There's no burping, definitely no burping, because it's going to muck with your fermentation process. So we're going to pack that in there, pack it nice and tight, make sure that there's no air pockets. So just pack. Doesn't it look pretty? When it ferments, it'll be a beautiful, we'll come back, we'll show you them all when we're finished. When we get to the end of the series, they'll be on their way to be fermenting. There it is, just beautiful. So that fits into a 1 litre oxygen-free jar. And then we're just going to, you could put a glass weight, if you have a glass weight, a food grade glass weight on top, but we're just going to put down the outside cabbage leaves because I've got a mass amount of cabbages there at the moment, and that's just the outside. So once again, just make sure that that's not exposed. Just bring that up. You can use your fist I like to use this little pounder. You're not actually pounding the vegetables, you're just getting it so it's all there. And there we've got watermelon rind and banana skin and the carrot tops. How beautiful is that? And the colours, as it evolves with the fermentation process, the colours will go all lovely and rich and it'll all be like one colour. And you'll end up, well, this is a watermelon rind pickle here, and you'll end up with it like that. So there you go, it just changes colours. It's wonderful to watch the process. The watermelon seed itself, that's wonderful to eat. You can put it into your oven on a really low temperature and you can dry them all out. You can eat them as a snack, you can ferment them. You can then make it into a flour. You can make it into a paste. It's wonderful as a thickening paste, your watermelon seeds. Instead of using something like corn flour, you're thickening up like a sauce or something like that, so you can use all of those little scrap bits from the watermelon. The green bananas, that's one of my favourites. I make flour out of that, which is a prebiotic, which is your fuel, so you've got that good fuel to get your probiotics from your probiotic rich foods, the fermentation, get that going through your body. So with those, I just skin them, slice them, dehydrate them and blitz them, and you've got the best flour, green banana flour. We'll see you soon with more from our series of using all the tasty waste. And don't forget to go to linnystein.com, my online home, and there you'll see the free download, and it's got all the recipes in there. It's all done for you. It's under free stuff, and it's right at the bottom of the front page. When you open it up, you'll see a little black box that says the Gut Academy free stuff, and there's heaps of stuff there for you to get you motivated. Big love and bacteria.